Hey everybody, welcome back to Let's Play Breath of Fire 3. Last time, we found Teepo, and now we're gonna fight him, because he is a complete dick, he's been drinking the Kool-Aid, he's been brainwashed by Myria, and he's given us no damn choice. Nina, you're extremely highly leveled. I don't know how that happened, I can't remember over the 10 years, so we're just gonna take you out of the party. Also, terrible. You're terrible. Ray and Gar. Let's go ahead and Ryu, Ray, and Gar. That's the party that I'm going to use to take down Teepo. Which seems, by the way, pretty congruent, right? Ray and Ryu, of course, and Gar being a Dragon Slayer. Yeah, here we get the ability to kind of set up our party and go ahead and put ourselves in the attack formation with Ryu at the top. Unfortunately, we don't have the ability to equip ourselves, but holy God, that's Teepo. That's right. But we get to the chance to equip ourselves through this menu. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to equip myself right now, and I'll be right back, and we'll continue this battle here with our best friend, I suppose you could say. Give me a minute here to equip myself. Alright, so just to show you my equipment real fast, I want to equip Gar with the Dragon Spear as well as Protectors. I got a couple of Titan's Belt, Gideon's Armor, Gideon's Garb. With Ray, nothing really too different, but just some speed boots to give a little bit of extra agility. And with Ryu, I have the Light Bangle as well as Protectors. This is the Dragon Lord, and he will cast a plethora of different spells. So what I'm going to go ahead and do first, he does have a very, very useful thing to steal right now. So let's go ahead and do that. And with Ray, let's go ahead and cast Speed on Ryu. Is that right? Should I cast Speed on Ryu? Yeah, I suppose that's alright. And with Gar, let's go ahead and use Robe of Wind on Ray. Speed him up. And I'm going to be merciless to Teepo. Sickens me. God, his transformation does look badass, though. There we stole the Dragon Blade. It's a 100% steal, and it will provide very, very useful in this battle. Yeah, he's got a lot of really, really good, strong spells. He can use Triple Blow, he can use Inferno, Shirako, he can use Blizzard, as you saw. I mean, Triple Blow's the one you gotta really, really watch out for. With the EX turn, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and actually equip the Dragon Blade, because the Dragon Blade is gonna cause way more damage to Teepo himself. So, let's go ahead and do that. And I'm actually gonna go ahead and shield twice, just to give ourselves a little bit of extra coverage here. But like I said, we're gonna go pretty tough on Dragon Lord here. If you don't take him out fast, he has the ability to cast Howling, which is exactly why I have the Light Bangle and some Protectors, to hopefully provide a little bit of defense against it. The last thing I want is for my own characters to be, well, beating themselves up. We're gonna go ahead and use it. Bone Break for now, just to show it off. Let's go ahead with Ray. You know what, with Ray, let's go ahead and... I suppose just do another shield, just in case if he starts using things like Triple Blow and stuff like that. Oops. I said Triple Blow and then I thought to use it. Let's go ahead and use shield. And with Gar, I think I'm gonna go ahead and use Celerity. Yeah, Celerity is really good. It ups shields, I should say. Yeah, 1300 damage with Bone Break, which completely ignores defense. That's why it's a real strong attack. Looks pretty cool. Celerity, it's gonna up all stats, like intelligence, strength, and power. It's Triple Blow. Agility, everything, and it ups it to its max. It's gonna give Gar a little bit of extra boost and everything there. And now that we've used Bone Break, just to show that off, let's go ahead and go full force on him, shall we? Infinity, Radiance, and Trance. Yeah, this is exactly the reason as to why you want to... Let's go ahead and cast Vitamins. This is exactly why you want to conserve your AP for this battle, because you go from fighting the R1 right into fighting Dragon Lord. Again, now that we have all of our buffs set up, it's time to take him out. Instead of using Aura, I'm going to go ahead and use Shadow Walker. That's going to do a ton of damage, specifically because we have the Dragon Blade equipped. It's real strong. With Ray, you know what? With Ray, we're just going to go all out. Weird Tiger mode. And with Gar, because he himself, if you remember, has the Dragon Spear equipped, let's go ahead and go straight into a super combo. Why not, right? Just straight into a super combo. Here comes Shadow Walk first. Oh, man. 3,000. Yeah, the Dragon Lord has 12,500 HP, but specifically 41 agility. So if we can double that, which I've done with Ryu and with Ray, we can get EX turns. That's also why I put the speed boost on Ray, so that he can get... Let's focus. Nice. 6-hit combo, not bad. Nice. 1,000 damage. Not bad for Gar. I mean, typically he's on the sidelines. But anyway, that's exactly why I have Ray with the speed boost, so that he himself can get an EX turn. Yeah, we're really cooking right now. He's going to be falling very shortly. Let's go ahead and use Shadow Walk, and let's go ahead and use a Wisdom Fruit on Ryu, because of the fact that his AP is draining so quickly on Kaiser mode. Yeah, I'd say one more turn, he's done. Or one more attack. Short-lived, Teepo. I expected more from you. Could have used an Ivory Dice. I'll be saying that a lot. Couple of level ups and some dragon gear. But more importantly, the finish of Teepo. The demise. No, she's not Teepo. You pushed me, Teepo. You pushed me. You did this. But I do want to know how the hell you got over here, though. How the hell did you get over here? Did you go on the western checkpoint? How did you get over here? We had to go through the sea. We had to go through the the desert. Yeah. And in the end, you turned on us, Teepo. Damn you. Better be tears behind that laughter, Ray. Yeah, I suppose it does. And this, for all those that are watching, this right here is the worst typo at the worst possible time in this video game by Ray, my favorite character. Yes, we're cursed, but here it comes. Me too, Ray. Me too. Oh, well, it's not there, but the fact of the matter is that, I think we had already gone past it, but the fact of the matter is, just this terrible typo that states whether or not, first of all, doesn't that just beat all? It's not what you should be saying after one of your best friends is dead, buddy. Dialogue at times. Really bad typos at times. Do I have Holy Man? Let's just throw the Holy Man one for now. And with Momo, Well, what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to go ahead and use that elevator. And now that we have keycard A, what we can do is we can actually go ahead and... do I want to fight these guys? Sure, we'll fight them. We have car key A, which gives us the ability to, well, advance even further in the dungeon, as well as open up that door for car key A, or the card scanner A that we had there for a little bit. I mean, we've seen it ever since the beginning of this dungeon, so we can go ahead and open that door too. So what I'm going to do is, after this battle, I'm going to go ahead and ride this elevator down, and I'm going to actually go on to... let's just go ahead and do that, and then Ray should be able to take it out with lightning. I'm going to be able to meet you guys back up where the beds are, to go ahead and collect that treasure, and move forward with possibly the dungeon, or maybe even another side quest. We'll see. Until then, I'll see you guys over at the beds. Alright, so we're back into the main entrance, or I should say the main first room of Maria's station here, and I'm just gonna go head back down to the beds. Might run into an enemy. Alright, so instead of going right into the rooms right now, what I'm gonna go ahead and do is just go over to the key card here, the security level B. Well, whoops, I've already been there, so I guess we don't really need to check that place out. But instead, let's go over to key card A, and let's see what this room has for it. For us, I should say. Press treasure chest. I never got the keycard B? Did I never get that? It's kind of crazy. Maybe I did. It's just the fact of the matter is that this save, maybe I didn't. I don't know. Well, nonetheless, I guess I'll go ahead and get it. I know that I messed around with saves in a weird way when I began the video before yesterday's video. Basically, I had to redo a little bit of... I had to replay a scenario because of the fact that I had cut the video right when I got to the Garden of Eden. Maybe that's what's going on with that. I'm not really sure. Probably could have done this a lot better. This battle, that is. But, anyway, the point of the matter is, we've got some treasure to collect. Then we got a light bangle, which is pretty good. It's, if you remember, we got one at the very beginning of the game in the Windia Catacombs for solving the puzzle of the red and green words. It was very, very difficult back when I was a kid. But the fact of the matter is that it's pretty much Breath of Fire 3's ribbon-esque item, like in Final Fantasy, but it's not 100%. So what I'm trying to say is that it'll block from things like confuse. What are these? Just army of honeys. God. Demon's Bane. Yeah, that's right. I remember collecting this in a previous video. But fact of the matter is, I oversaved it, whatever. But these honeys are super creepy. At any rate. Let's head back now over to the beds. Yeah, I wish that the light bangle was a little bit more, I guess, useful in the sense that it gave 100% immunity to statuses like, well, you know, confusion, poison. Confusion's the biggest one for sure. But now, instead of moving on with Maria's station here, what I'm going to do is actually going to save, and I'm going to meet you guys back up over at the container yard to take care of a little bit of something, a little bit of a loose end that I left off over there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and meet you guys back off at the container yard against the enemy that I would want to challenge and fight. So that's what I'm going to do for now. And I'll run into him, and I'll meet you guys cut right here and meet you directly in the fight that I'm going to be looking to show off to you guys. So I'll see you then. Alright, so I'm back here in the container yard, and I figured that I'd show off my equipment before actually getting to the battle. The main thing to note here is that I'm going to be needing a little bit of extra agility, so that's why I equipped these steel gauntlets instead of, say, the dragon shield that gives a little bit more protection. I also got the speed boots to give me 67 agility. With Ray, the big thing here is that I want the Ring of Fire equipped. Also, these Dragon Helm type, anything that protects versus flame or fire, it's really, really useful. As a matter of fact, on Gar, I think I'm actually gonna even equip the. Should I? You know what? I think it's fine the way it is. I suppose that you could go ahead and steal a Ring of Fire if you stole one from the Fire Drake and equip it to Gar as well. But fire equipment is what you want to have, as well as high agility with Ryu at the very least. Well, let me try to find him here. I don't think this is it, and what I'm gonna do is, wow, opponent has the initiative. What I'm gonna do is, and he cast Sacrifice. God. I'm gonna go ahead and find it off screen, and I'll catch you guys. Oh, I'll just cut to that point when I find him. Alright, here we are, the Berserker. This is exactly who I'm looking to run into. It took a couple of minutes to run into him, but this is the last of the challenge monsters here. It looks just like the Deathbot, just a little bit more vicious, I guess? Or purple, either one. But I'm going to show you guys how I like to take care of the Berserker. Pretty easy, actually, once you use this type of strategy. You want to go ahead and use Fire, Force, and Gross. That's going to give us the proper speed, and if you remember correctly, or if you remember what I was saying, I was explaining that it's important for Ryu to have an agility above 60. And that's specifically because I want him to be able to turn into a dragon before the Berserker gets his turn. If you see that the Berserker is kind of swaying from left to right there, I forgot I should be using a shield actually, right, not speed. But the Berserker is actually confused right now, meaning that the first thing he will do is he will attack, and he hits hard. I mean, the Berserker has 12,000 HP, a ton of power that's pretty much just about one-shots everybody. So, that's why adding a little bit of speed, or I should say some shields to everybody's arsenal, a little bit of defense, I mean, it goes a long way. With Gar, I'm going to go ahead and use Robe of Wind. And the Robe of Wind is going to give Ryu the next turn, so that'll be pretty nice to be able to get some damage in. So not only does the Berserker have high attack, high HP, pretty high agility, but he also has a massive defense as well. To which Ryu is going to be the main damage dealer here. And that is exactly why I gave Ryu the Gross Deal, so that he could go ahead and have enough HP to withstand an attack. So typically what I'm doing here is Ray is going to be my main support as far as shielding people. The fact of the matter is I want Ryu to stand pat, to keep on with the onslaught of things. As far as damage goes, he's my DPS. Ray is going to be my assist and support, and Gar is going to be the full-time healer. So I'm going to go ahead and actually use a multivitamin on Ryu there. So, with Aura doing about 2,000 damage apiece, it should take about 6 auras or so. But you'll see what I like to do is I like to focus and then use an aura so that I can go ahead and do a little bit more damage rather than just constantly using aura. That changes in a little bit, and you'll see why. But the Fire Whip here, that's pretty important. I'm going to go ahead and actually equip Gar with Magma Armor. I don't know why I wasn't thinking about that when preparing for this, but the main thing to note here is that the Berserker will either do attack or a Fire Whip. So if you have flame resistance or flame draining equipment, then that's what you're going to need to withstand this fight. Let's go ahead and do another shield. With Gar, I'm going to go ahead and equip a Magma Armor. And I'm actually going to go ahead and use a multivitamin. Should I use a multivitamin on Gar? I'll use a multivitamin just in case. Just in case. I don't really need it, but I figured just to be safe than sorry. Now, one last thing I should mention is that the Berserker has a really good steal. So let's see if I can go ahead and nab that too. Yeah, I figured that would happen. So hopefully I can go ahead and revive Ray and be able to steal the item. And if not, no big deal. I don't really need it, but it is nice to have. Now, I explained what I like to do is use focus and then aura. However, there is a switch in the phase of this enemy where he'll eventually cast Berserk on himself, and once he casts Berserk on himself, he's just going to attack, and when that occurs, it's time to take him out as fast as possible. That's when I switch from using focus to aura to just aura consistently. See, those shields help out significantly because of the fact that, if you remember, the first attack that would hit Ryu, I mean, it was almost killing him, and now it only does about half damage. Let's go ahead and do another focus. And with Ray, I'm going to try to steal. Hopefully he'll use a Flame Whip to heal everybody. Let's go Aura, because I feel like he's going to cast Berserk on himself very shortly. I don't think I'll get it first try, the item that I'm looking to steal, but at the same time, let's go ahead and do another multivitamin on Ryu, so that his health can stay up. Actually, well, if the Berserker does attack Ryu, then we're kind of screwed because he might die, but I think I'll take my chances here. Could be ill-advised, but we'll see. Couldn't steal anything. Well, what he does have is an Ares gloves. That's exactly what I thought was going to happen. Well, I suppose we're always going to have a little bit of excitement with these battles, aren't we? I should have used... I got a little bit greedy there. I should have used the multivitamin with... Should have used the multivitamin with Ray instead, because he goes fast. And as a matter of fact, what I'm going to do is use a Wisdom Fruit with Ray on Ryu because his AP's low. And I'm actually even going to equip Ray with a... No, suppose it's right. I was going to go ahead and equip him with a Soul Gem, just in case if he were to die, but... The fact of the matter is that I kind of need the Ring of Fire and the speed boost, so we'll just go ahead and use the Wisdom Fruit on Ryu there. With Gar, let's see, what can I do? Oh, I'm gonna go ahead and cast Robe of Wind on Ryu so that he gets an extra speed boost while he's in Dragon Form. Well, the shield does go away, but unfortunately, just trying to steal those Ares gloves, which are really good. They give a little bit of a boost in power too. Like, I think plus 10 power, which is nothing to not give yourself if you want to be able to do that. Anyway, again, it's just simply making sure that we're all buffed up to survive the hits. But if anything, the combination that I have there of Flame, Gross, and Force, it's good enough for Ryu to survive a hit, as well as take in the Flame Whips that the Berserker will cast as well. So we'll do that. And I suppose we can just go ahead and super combo. Why not? Yeah, I feel like he's gonna cast Berserk on himself. Okay. Oh! Oh, man. Oh, man. Every time I stream, or I should say record, I get so nervous whenever I do super combo. to show a little bit of humility as far as that goes. Alright, let's not make the same mistake twice. Let's go ahead and cast the Lord by Battle so that Ryu survives there. I don't think I'm going to be able to grab the Ares gloves this time around, but oh well. And looks like that'll take the Berserker out. So I did get the Ares gloves. Probably should have used an Ivory Dice, which I've said past 3 or 4 bosses. Does give a ton of experience though, so there we go, we grabbed that. No items, and that's it. So now at this point, we've taken out the Berserker, the Archmage, the Dragon Lord. I mean, in all honesty, I think that there's only pretty much one last person to take out. And I think we all know who that is. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back, first and foremost, I'm going to equip Gar with the Holy Mantle so that we can run into less enemies. We don't really need to be gaining levels or anything like that. But what I'm going to do is meet you guys back over at the beds, take a rest, save, and then next time we will be going off to the final, and I mean it, the final. We're at the hometown stretch right now. I think that's what they call it, right? I don't know the exact saying. But we're at the final path, the final countdown to Myra, the goddess bitch. So that's where we're going right now. And until then, what I'm going to do is I'm going to save, I'm going to rest up. I'll meet you guys at the beds for next episode, where we're going to go take the last steps over to Myria. We'll catch you guys next time. Thanks for watching.